A show of force against Donald Trump's enemies at home. The US president has labelled these protesters insurrectionists, invaders, and directed his government to do whatever it takes to, in his words, liberate Los Angeles.
We're not going to let this happen to our country. We're not going to let our country be torn apart like it was under Biden. They spin, we hit. That happens, they get hit very hard.
But it's these tactics his political opponents say are causing the unrest.
You can see that LA has absolutely descended into chaos. The Californian Governor, Gavin Newsom, said that Donald Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard was deliberately inflammatory and just designed to create a spectacle. And that's exactly what this has turned into.
That's what you're defending?
It's the first time a president has deployed the National Guard without the request of a state's governor since 1965.
What we're seeing in Los Angeles is chaos that is provoked by the administration. I call on all Angelenos to continue expressing your right, your anger, your outrage, but to do it peacefully.
This is about how they're going to treat people of color in America, and this is how he's going to get to have martial law because he wants to goad us into a fight. They have all the guns. We know they have all the guns.
Regardless of who's responsible for stoking the flames, authorities say the situation is getting worse.
This violence that I've seen is disgusting. It's escalated now since the beginning of this incident. What we saw the first night was bad. What we've seen subsequent to that is getting increasingly worse.
And the police aren't taking things lightly.
Protesters.
Australian journalist Lauren Tomasi shot with a rubber bullet while reporting for Channel 9. The officer on the side of the screen appears to deliberately take aim at her. For those on the streets, the concern remains the Trump administration's crackdown on undocumented migrants.
There's people that have been deported that have papers or they have a legal immigration status and they're still getting deported accidentally. So now it's a racial thing. It's not even immigration.
Nobody wants to come out their home. They don't want to do basic grocery shopping. I have my mom in Chicago that she's also illegal, so she was supposed to come down for my daughter's birthday in July. She's like, I'd rather not risk it, you know.
The raids and arrests that sparked these protests remain popular. Polls suggesting more than half of Americans approve of Donald Trump's deportation program. His critics will be hoping scenes like this will change that.
Well, it's been another chaotic day here in LA. You can hear these are firecrackers going off now, but earlier we heard the flashbang grenades that police have been using to disperse crowds. They've also been using these foam batons and rubber bullets. You can hear choppers still overhead circling. And it's been just an absolutely chaotic day. This is the third day of these protests. There are fires, there are burnt out cars, and it's unclear just how long this will last for. We understand that politicians have been warned to expect 30 days of immigration enforcement. So we may have to get used to scenes like this in downtown LA.